Yozie wozie homies, it's Bones for Show. I've got another Pokemon Showdown battle for you that I thought was pretty good, and I thought, you know, why not share it. So I have the replay, and I'm going to quick play in a second. But before I do that, I was using a whatchamacallit, one of those Volt Turn teams that I found on the internet, and it turned out to be pretty good. So it's a battle. So see here, he leads with the Whimsicott. I lead with the Gligar. He goes for the taunt, which is cool because I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn out of here and go out into my Magneton. I have the Flash Cannon here. The Whimsicott should be not a problem. He goes out into the Escavalier, and the Flash Cannon does a bit more than I expected it to. I'm gonna Volt Switch out. Go out into my Moltres as he goes for the knockoff, gets a crit, does a good amount of damage, knocks off my Choice Scarf. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower here on the Love Disc Evo, and unfortunately I cannot get a burn, so I'm just gonna go for a U-turn there. As I got into Aromatisse, he's gonna switch out into Escavalier again. I'm gonna get an Aromatherapy off, which is cool. And I'm going to Protect here, see what he wants to do. He goes for the Iron Head. I decide Predict that and stay in as he goes for the knockoff, predicting me to switch, and I get a Wish off. Go back out into Moltres as he goes for another Iron Head. Brings me down to 3%. Awesome. Get my Wish up and have Moltres with some more health. I go for a Flamethrower on the Love Disc Evo again, and it just does not doing enough there. Not getting a burn. Because, you know, why would I get a burn? So anyway, I U-turn out, and then I go into my Dredagon and get my rocks up, and now I can switch out again because of the Whimsicott. I do not want to take a Moonblast. I go out into my Magneton, which is cool, As he switches out, goes out into this thing, and I Volt Switch as he is not Mega yet and will not raise his special attack. I'm going to go out into Gligar as he does Mega and goes for a Substitute. However, I go for a U-turn here, break the sub, good stuff going on. I go back out into the Magneton, which is unfortunate because I forgot about Focus Blast, and I'm not entirely positive I could have lived that Focus Blast. No, I definitely would not have lived that Focus Blast. But he does get a crit on my Magneton, which is unfortunate. It takes it out. All of this stuff going on. Gligar, Thug Trio gets his rocks up. I go for a U-turn. And then I go back out into Liepard. Not back out into Liepard because I never went out into Liepard. Encore the Thug Trio, so he can't get his. So he's stuck out into rocks, and I go for a knockoff. Take out the Thug Trio, which is cool. 1 for 1. I'm doing some stuff here. Whimsicott comes in. I withdraw. Go out into Gligar. As he goes for a Moonblast, I could take that pretty good. I get a special attack drop. Not that that matters though, because I do not have a special attack. He goes for a Taunt, so I cannot defog, which is unfortunate. And he goes for a Moonblast as I decide to U-turn out into Aromatisse. And I think I'm just going to go for a Moonblast here. No, I go for a Wish. Switch out into the Gligar. Unfortunately, his knockoff is enough to take out my Gligar, which you know, kind of stunk because now I cannot defog his rocks away. But I go into Dredagon, get the Earthquake off, and be able to take that out, no problem. He goes back out into Sceptile. He outspeeds, but I have the Sucker Punch. Down goes the Sceptile. So now we're looking at a good 4-3 score right now. He goes out into his Alomomola as I go back out into my Aromatisse. He goes for a Toxic. Misses the Toxic. I'm not sure if that mattered, though. It would have given him another turn because I would have had to Aromatherapy because I don't want to take residual damage on my Aromatisse. So he goes for the Moonblast, gets a special attack drop, which is unfortunate. I go for the Moonblast. I get my Wish. Good stuff going on. He switches out into his Love Disc Evo, and I get the Moonblast off on that thing. Not going to get a special attack drop. Not that it really matters. Liepard comes in. He gets a Toxic off on the Liepard. That's cool. Good stuff going on. I'm fine with that. He goes for a Protect as I go for a knockoff. And predicting him to switch out, I go for a U-turn here. Well, predicting him to switch out into the Hitmonlee, which he did not do, but I go for the U-turn there. Go out into my Aromatisse. Toxic goes off. I Aromatherapy. You know, he gets his Wish. Scald happens. He doesn't get a burn either, which is cool. This is just a game with no burns at all. And he goes for another Toxic, which is cool. I'm just going to go for 2 more Moonblasts and take out this Love Disc Evo, because toxic damage won't be that much. He actually actually don't do that, and I actually take out the Whimsicott, which is fine, because that Whimsicott was a bit of a win condition for him, because I didn't really have anything to deal with that, but as you see here, he is able to take out my Aromatisse, which is fine. He goes for the close combat here, and that crit, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have killed without a crit. I'm not entirely positive, don't quote me on that. But that was pretty much the crit that ended the game. As you see, he goes for the knockoff here, takes out my Moltres. Liepard comes in. I go for the Sucker Punch here just to get some extra damage, and that does a lot more than I expected. So, maybe going for Sucker Punch with the Druddigon when he had his Hitmonlee out against it was probably the better play, seeing how much that Liepard Sucker Punch did. But I guess it's all the same, it doesn't really matter. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, rate, and comment down below if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more Pokemon Showdown and stuff. We will have new LP coming to the channel next week, but until then, we're just going to be having some Showdown because we need time to prepare it, you know. But yeah, that's going to be about it. Until next time, take care, you guys.